The NBA playoffs continue on EA Sports. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. We're at Toyota Center in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets playing host to the LA Clippers. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They were dominant in games 1 through 3. Looking to finish it off and move on. And they'll have their home crowd behind them here tonight.
And I'll tell you what, I am shocked. I mean shocked that we're here at 3-0 right now. I really thought this was going to be a battle. So now on the other side, this is a test about who you are as a basketball team. Do you have the resolve to fight back? Or are you resigned to the fact that this one's just about over?
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Clint Capella at the line for 2 shots. A career 48% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Beverly. To Westbrook. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
PJ Tucker sends it away. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Russell Westbrook has got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Patrick Beverly missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Westbrook across the timeline. Down a point. Harden misfires. It's no good. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Westbrook into the front court. Down by 1. To PJ Tucker. Capella. And he'll go to the foul line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Russell Westbrook, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Paul George. Has a look. Jumper's good.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Harden. In the slam.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Westbrook. His first effort off the mark. Leonard. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Westbrook. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. To Harkless. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Rockets have it. To Westbrook. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Beverly to Leonard. Tucker with the rebound. Rivers with the basketball. Trailing by 10. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Shot from the lane won't go. Great dish to set it up. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Leonard. And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Westbrook with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Drive here, but the shot stays out to Beverly. And the rebound taken down by Houston. Nene knocked loose. Clippers have it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. Westbrook. Iman Shumpert matched up with Paul George. To Westbrook. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense. Deep three at the buzzer. We're 1 quarter down in Game 4. Jay and I are back after this. It's the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's LA Clippers ball. Leonard to Harkless. P.J. Tucker pins it. Out of bounds the call off P.J. Tucker. knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Westbrook with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. Not that time. He misses. The follow won't go either. To George. Fires the three. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. Fires the three. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Rockets have the ball. Gerald Green against Paul George. Kawhi Leonard with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
New blood coming in for both sides. Pass to the rim. Harkless. There's the toss. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Harden into the front court. Trailing by 15. Here comes the screen. Harden. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Williams. Offensive rebound. Kenneth Faried with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Faried to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. The follow won't go either. To Paul George. Missed a wide open look. Harden with it up top. His guys trail by 13. To Faried. And they call it
a simple touch foul.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Here's Leonard for two. Kawhi Leonard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Big Russ, big shot, hits the three.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
George, here against Harden. From long range, and Paul George nails it from downtown.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Russell Westbrook with the rock. To Faried. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Rises for the slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Harkless against Harden. Won't go. Gordon with it. Down a bundle to Faried. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To George. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Gordon with it. His guys down big. For three, that's good D. Shot no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Leonard. To Paul George. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
It's Westbrook. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Leonard. George against Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Patrick Beverly. 2 of 4 now. We reached halftime here in Game 4. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard to Beverly. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Westbrook across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Harden. Not that time. Leonard. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kawhi Leonard against the former MVP. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Screen coming. Harden, great defense, forcing the miss.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
It's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Westbrook. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
Paul George to Leonard. Beverly. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Harden against George. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Harden, he missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Leonard buries it.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Russell Westbrook, tough matchup against George. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Williams. Kawhi Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
To Harkless. Leonard to Williams. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Russell Westbrook steps into it. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a chance. Lou Williams. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Williams. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Russ at the controls. Here comes the screen. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive. The follow won't go either. Williams to Harkless. Off the assist.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Leonard to Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. And Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Too much contact, and free throws coming.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Rockets in control of the basketball. Westbrook. That won't go. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
4-3. Man, that was a tough shot.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
3 quarters down. The 4th quarter coming up. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
To Fareed. Fires the three, and he hits. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Lou Williams. Harden. Cleans it up. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Harkless. Leonard. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Fareed. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. Harkless to George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Westbrook into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Capella. And finishes strong.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. George to Leonard. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Gordon with a shot off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Looking for his man. For three. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
No good.
Wait, I'm sorry. You get paid how much money to miss shots like that? That can't happen.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Trying to cash in, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Clint Capella rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
George lets it fly. And the Rockets clear the board. Gordon with it. Down a bundle. Cruises inside for two.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Westbrook. He'll take that any day.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
LA Clippers with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. Curling inside. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
And finishes strong.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. They are champions of the Western Conference. They're on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night. This is the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. We're ready for tip-off, and these fans are as well. It's their home team getting set to match up with a very formidable opponent. Alongside Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, this crowd is hyped, and you look at their guys coming in, they appear to be fired up and ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a good one.
The one thing we know about playoff basketball, expect the unexpected. How many games come down to the wire, or a performance off the bench, or even a big shot at the end? Every night holds something different, and that's why we love this game so much.
And Russell Westbrook knocks down a wide-open three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
It's LA Clippers ball. George, it's good. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
George to the basket, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And they call it
a simple touch foul.
Westbrook cleans it up, kicks it around the perimeter to Westbrook from long range. Tough shot there for Westbrook. He always thinks it has a chance. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And the finish, slam dunk.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
The drive, right to the basket. Ivica Zubac pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Mike D'Antoni will use the timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. It's in the hands of Harden. To Capella. Easy pass to the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
So Leonard fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Harden in possession. Margins 8. Lets it fly from long range. And James Harden knocks it down from 3. Paul George. Shot from the lane won't go.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Harden against George. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Faried. Wide open look, won't go. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Time for some new personnel into the game. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
George. To Leonard. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard. Capella's on him. Got it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rivers with the basketball. Right now, down 7. To Faried. The pass taken away by the Clippers. George had made his first couple, but he misses there. Lays it in off the alley-oop pass.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one quarter here in game number 5. Jay and I return in a moment. This is the Western Conference Finals on EA Sports. First quarter complete, on to the second period. A little bit of a feeling out process so far.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Russ at the controls. And the rebound comes down to the Clippers. To Leonard. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. Westbrook lobs it up. To Williams. Leonard. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Beyond the arc for 3. Tough shot for Gerald Green. Off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Westbrook with it. Minute gone by in this second quarter. Trying to cash in. Oh, Russell Westbrook. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. You can try and body him up, but he'll still run right through you.
It's the way he attacks that makes him so dangerous. He chips off a piece of your body one possession at a time. First it's your arm, then it's your leg, and then inevitably it's your soul.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Williams into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. To George. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
4-3. Rebound taken down by Harkless. Turns and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Harden with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. To P.J. Tucker. No good. Fareed. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Off the mark on his free throw. To Westbrook. Going to launch beyond the arc. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Clippers have it. To Paul George. To Leonard. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. George cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
To Westbrook. Here's a chance from long range. Russell Westbrook still gets it to go down with a hand in his face.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
And a whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Beverly. Sets him up. Finish that. Harden in possession. Trailing by 14. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Gets it in the left corner. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
From the painted area, won't go down. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense. Straight on three. Good. A three at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. We have reached the break in this pivotal Game 5. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Clippers have the basketball. Leonard steps out and hits.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And, Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
It's Westbrook. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Tucker, pass to the rim. And the Clippers able to clear the board. Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. Clint Capella with a piece. Gordon with it. Down a bundle. And a nice finish at the rim.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make it, you know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out three.
To George. Leonard. Beverly. Patrick Beverly. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Tucker to Westbrook. For three. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time to Beverly. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Patrick Beverly. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Rockets have the ball. Harden against George. From long range. And it's Zubac with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Westbrook. Not that time. To Leonard. Eric Gordon tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Leonard. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Westbrook into the front court. His guys down big. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. cashes in for two.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Got him. I got him. Here we go. Hey, match up.
Screen coming. Fires the three. And the rebound pulled in by Thornwell.
Pick up.
Lets it fly from long range. Not easy.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Harden shakes free and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Out of bounds the call off Iman Shumpert. George against Gordon. And the Rockets have the rebound. Harden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Harden. Ooh, he'll take that.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
George. It's Capella who clears the rebound. Harden. From the outside, no good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
4-3. And it's good. George. That one off the mark. It's no good. The follow won't go either. James Harden able to recover with the block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And finishes strong.
Oh, baby.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Clippers so far. It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
He gets it.
Why not? Russell Westbrook is the only guy stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Lou Williams. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Leonard to Williams. Going to launch beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harkless. It's a big finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. To Capella. Westbrook. Curling inside. Harden trying to take it to the basket, but a shot stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fires the three. Defense snuffed it out. Harkless off the mark. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounds taken down by Leonard. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. For three, tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Clint Capella. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Williams. And Jaden called the foul.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to shuffle things up. Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Harden can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Leonard to Paul George. Not that time. The follow won't go either. Gets to the basket and scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
George, defended by Tucker. To Leonard. George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
From long range, no good to Capella. Gordon, tough matchup against George. Has a look. Gordon's shot, no good. To Williams. Leonard. LA with 4 to shoot. Williams cleans it up. Leonard to Williams. Here's Leonard for 2. He's looking for that touch.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Capella. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. it to Zubac. Sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.